So in this video we are going to learn how to define purchasing organization and how to define purchasing groups. And for that I will use T code SPRO, enter, SAP reference IMG. And now I will go to enterprise structure, definition, and then I will go to material management. And here you can see maintain purchasing organization. So I'm going to select it, and just similar to PO1 we can create a new entry, but in my case I'm going to copy, and instead of PO1 I will type GO1, that is Gujarat organization 1, and instead of IMP we will type GMP and save this. Save. So in this way we have created our purchasing organization. Now I'll go back, and now we want to define purchasing groups for our structure. So for that, instead of going enterprise structure, I will choose path material management, purchasing, and here you can see create purchasing groups. So I'll select this, and here you can see IPR for Indian Manufacturing Company purchasing group. So in our case we will just create a new, or either you can copy this also. So we will create a new, that is GPR Gujarat purchasing group. So in other fields you can enter their contact details. So in that case, anyone want to contact this purchasing group or the people belongs to this purchasing group, they can retrieve the contact details against this purchasing group from here. So we'll just save this and save. So in this way we have created our purchasing group. Now we'll go back, and now what we have to do is to assign that purchasing organization to our plant. So what we will do, we'll go into enterprises structure, assignment, material management, and here you can see purchasing organization to company and purchasing organization to plant. So we have to assign both the thing. We have our purchasing organization GO1, Gujarat Manufacturing Plant Purchasing Organization, and company code is GMC. This portal will show all existing purchasing organization. Only what you have to do to define the company code in front of that, hit enter, and now save. So what we did, we have defined purchasing organization to a company code. Next step is to assign purchasing organization to plant. But in this case, all entries will not be available here, so you have to put a new entry, GO1, and then plant code GMP, enter and save. Okay. So in this way we have assigned our purchasing organization to our plant code. So this was all about creation of purchasing organization, creation of purchasing groups, and assignment of purchasing organization to the plant and the company. There are so many other configurations like assign company code to credit control area, then assignment of chart of account, and further maintaining GL account in chart of account, and like that there are so many transactions, but those are not relevant to the material management. So I'm not going to cover up that all sessions. I'm going to tell you all those details in our learning session of financial management. So now what we will do, we will create a purchase requisition using ME51N for this newly defined structure. So now we are going to exercise a purchase requisition ME51N. We will type T code, material code 31, plant code GMP, purchasing code GPR, enter quantity 5 quantity, and now you can see an error that code 31 is not maintained in GMP. So now you have to understand that once you have created plant, all material codes and vendor codes you have to assign to your new plants. So even for your company, if your company have 2-3 plants and one plant is having a code of material, a code of vendor, and other plant to create a purchase requisition with the same code or purchase order for the same vendor, they need to extend that code to their plant. It cannot be used by all plants without its assignment to respective plants. So in my case, what I will have to do, I have to extend this code to my new plant, that is GMP. So now you can here learn how to extend the material code. So just click a new session, I'll code, and in order to extend the material code to new plant, we will use T code MM01, put T code 31, hit enter, again enter. You have to select all this data by quick selection. Click here, and now the plant, that is GMP. Okay, storage location GL1, then warehouse number GWH, and then click. So in this way, material already exists and will be extended. So now save this. But just putting all this entry, you have extended this code to your new plant. We will also extend the vendor code, that is XK01. What you have to do, you have to type the reference vendor code, that is 106 vendor code, which is already existing for the company IMC, and our purchasing organization, that is PO1. Now what I have to do, I have to copy it to my new company. And what I have to do, I have to copy this to my new company. So I will take the same code, but my company code and my purchasing organization. So this is the reference and this is the target. Now just click over here and save this. So in this way, a vendor data have been copied, means vendor 106 is generated for our GO1 purchasing organization and GFC company. Now go back. So we'll again go back in our old transaction. The system is not going to accept the new entry till we will exit and again execute the same transaction, that is ME51N. We'll put T code 31, enter. We'll have to choose the purchasing plant, that is GMP, then quantity 10, and now the delivery date is 26, means today's date. So I have to select in future date, that is 27. Storage location is GL1, hit enter. Purchasing group is GPR, hit enter. Valuation price 1025, which is a basic estimated price. And now in this way, all entries have been accepted, there is no error. So I'm just going to save it. And here you can see a new purchase requisition is created into our SAP system. You can see here what I have told you earlier about the number range. The same phenomena is used over here. Since we have defined a 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 as a starting range till 199999 like that, and since we have copied the number ranges from IMC and IMP to GMC and GMP, so the same number range is going to be used and also is going to be used in continuation. That earlier in our exercises we have created PR and PR number was ending with 4647 and this PR is with 51, not with the 001. You also have to understand this is very important because we have a common company and multiple plant. Then copying the number range is required. If you don't copy it and if you don't copy the same number range, the issue will happen that multiple plants can have a common PR number for their different requirements. And your centralized procurement team will get confused with the same PR number. So you must have seen that if you are working in a MNC, the MNC will have different plants, but their PR number, strategy and interval is commonly defined or copied. So in that way, any plant is creating a purchase requisition or request for quotation, that number will run in series. There will not be duplicacy of any number in between any plants. So that is an important part to understand. So now we'll go back. So we have created a purchase requisition and validated that our organization structure is configured into SAP. So in this way, we have configured the important elements like company, then defined the company code, then assigned the company code to the company. Then we have created the plant and we have created a purchasing organization, purchasing groups. Then we have created warehouse number, that is central warehouse. We have created storage locations, We have defined the address of storage locations. We have created purchasing organization, assigned the purchasing organization to plant and company, and we have created purchasing groups. And these are the important elements which we need to configure for the material management.